So more exciting announcements from San Diego Comic-Con. Invincible Season 2 is coming to streaming in November. Invincible, big weekend for them. We talked about in another video how Mortal Kombat got a lot of love. Well, it's tied to Invincible with Omni-Man making his presence known there. But, Mark Grayson, we get to see him come back. How's he doing after his dad just put the beat down on him in last season's season finale? Still one of the greatest all-time season finales I think I've ever seen on TV in general. So I've been just chomping at the bits to finally get some more Invincible news, and we keep hearing about delays, and was there even going to be a season 2 at one point was even talked about. So knowing that it's official, it's here, I couldn't be more excited for it. Now, there are some things that I hope they fix from last season, but how are you feeling about this one, Christian?
Based on that trailer, I'm really excited about it. November 3rd release date. Super excited. Of course, J.K. Simmons is returning for this season. Based off the trailer, of course the animation looks crisp as ever. I love that animation style. It kind of reminds me of like classic DC, but more modernized. To me, it just looks amazing. A lot of returning characters. Dude, I'm just excited for season 2, especially after that. After season 1, season 1 was just such a surprise hit that I wasn't expecting an animated show to be like that. It was so good.
Now, I liked season 1. In fact, I love season 1. That's why, again, I'm excited for this next season. But I did have issues in season 1 on a rewatch. It didn't play as well for me. Like, in particular, Mark's girlfriend annoyed the shit out of me in a rewatch. There's a lot of teen melodrama that I kind of hope we shift away from in season 2 now that we had the ending that we did in season 1. Like, I mean, so I hope that kind of is a tone shift that we get going into this next season. I don't know. How you feeling about that?
A tone shift, I think, is needed for this season, especially with everything that came out of Omni-Man during the last episode. That Omni-Man actually didn't love the mom. He was just using her. And then his grand plan to take over Earth for Viltrum, it was just... Yeah, this season needs a tonal shift, especially since now Omni-Man is like how we say, an Avengers level threat.
Yeah. Like, and you look at the universe that they've created in Invincible too. Like, no one really has been able to even stand up close to Omni-Man. So we got the Viltrumite versus Viltrumite angle that's touched on in the trailer. So we're going to see more Viltrumites, I think, is something to keep an eye out for. It's not just going to be Omni-Man. It's not just going to be Mark. And that's where, at least in the comics universe, Invincible gets really exciting when you start introducing the even darker versions of Viltrum, like whenever Freddie Mercury comes back from the grave as Viltrumite and starts wreaking havoc in the universe. Things are going to get really real. One thing that I was a little concerned with, and this isn't even necessarily an indictment on just Invincible, I heard rumors that this season is going to delve into the multiverse. And I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get a little bit burnt out on multiverse storylines. So, like, I would kind of prefer it to be a little bit more grounded in just its own reality, at least for this season, maybe for another season. So I hope that they don't go that route. That might burn me out a little bit.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of multiverse stuff, especially with like DC. DC is like all multiverse now, so is Marvel. They could save that for later. I just hope maybe they'll introduce it and not go full into it. I just hope they don't go full into it in this season. Like you said, this season should be more grounded, especially with everything that happened in the last season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I honestly just want to see a father and son storyline, a father reconnecting with his son after what happened, because hey, we know that Omni-Man's clearly conflicted after he flies off into space. The fact he didn't just outright kill Mark tells you that his character is about to go through a major shift. That's why that last line of the trailer by Omni-Man, where he's saying you should have died in the crib, I think that's a major misdirect. There's no way in hell that's directed at Mark. Either that's going to be a new villain, or that's going to be spoiler alert, that might be like another son, of Omni-Man, because I just don't see, after how season 1 ended, Omni-Man being like, ah, man, I could have killed you right there and then, but instead I went off crying into the sunset to keep you alive. I don't see him saying, you should have died in the crib.
You should have died at birth.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a misdirect for sure. But we also got something special. They did release a special episode for Adam Eve.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, but based off of internet reactions, they say it's a really, really good episode.
See, I haven't watched it yet either. Like, I guess I'll have to dive into that one to see like what it's about. Again, hopefully it's not like more teen melodrama. I think I'm a little over that. Like, that's why I only have so many CW superhero episodes can I really watch. It's kind of like when I start to tune out. Again, just biggest change. Mark, break up with Amber. Just pull the plug there. If that's not episode 1, I don't know if that's gonna lead to a very disappointing rest of the season for me.
Yeah, she was really annoying.
She was the worst. Oh, sorry. Like I gotta go save your life, but you left me on campus day or whatever.
Yeah,
what?
Exactly.
You didn't tell me, but you knew. You knew, and you still held it against me.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's my super suit, woman? I don't know. That was probably my biggest gripe. It's so bad when you watch it and rewatch, man. Like, I remember like showing this to my girlfriend and I'd be like, oh man, like this series was the best, and then like we got to those scenes and I'm just like cringing the whole time. Like,
yeah, because she was just complaining about everything, and it's like, dude, like, you don't. It's like with every superhero now, like, just the girlfriend's always like, oh, you never have time for me, and it's like, yeah, I'm saving everybody's life. What the hell? Cut me some slack, dude.
yeah, season 1 also too had kind of like holes in the season 2. Like the best 2 episodes you would say for Invincible season 1 was episode 1 and the season finale.
Yeah,
by far, because episode 1, of course, that's when you get Omni-Man killing their version of the Avengers and whatnot, and then obviously the episode season finale, is where you get like all the true chaos of it. There are some lags in season 1 of Invincible, and I do expect like season 2 is not going to hit it out of the ballpark for every single episode either. It just kind of how it works sometimes. You can't just have like, not everyone could have a Game of Thrones season 4,
Yeah, no, you can't. I would argue even the 3rd episode of season 1 was really good. That was the one where the alien invasion is starting, and it's the aliens that can't die. So Omni-Man goes to their planet. That was.
But was it a great episode, or was it a great moment? Because when he destroys that entire alien race, pretty great moment.
Yeah.
Like, this is my world to rule. And it's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? Yeah, it was a great moment, not a great episode.
Yeah. And I know people are going to pick this and say, like, man, you're just hating on season 1 Invincible. Don't you like the show? And I'm like, yeah, I love the show. But, like, I do hope that they could do better, because I want this show to be amazing moving forward. Like, again, I know a little bit. Like, I'm not going to, like, lie to everyone and say, like, I read every single Invincible comment. But, like, I've seen a lot of content, so I know more or less the basis of storylines. There's probably some stuff that they should cut. But there's a lot of good content there that I think that they could really make a compelling TV series moving forward. It does get a little convoluted at points, especially when they do get into the multiverse storylines. So, again, I kind of hope that they like keep those at bay for at least the time being. Keep it a little bit more grounded. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's going to be ultimately a decision for the showrunners right there, which way they want to go. And this could be a polarizing season for like whether or not people are going to continue watching it into the future. So
yeah,
it's big make or break season, I think, for Invincible. But all right, guys. Well, what do you think? Are you excited for Invincible season 2? Will you be binging as much as you can, like after the season wraps up? Like to hear your thoughts. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on all our social medias. From Juju and Christian, stay safe, happy, and healthy. We'll see you next time.